After 6 days of being in Asuncion, the capital city of Paraguay, I have just found out that there is a changing of the guard ceremony, which is only about a 10-minute walk from here. So I thought I'd go and check it out. And today, I really was going to take a day off, because after 3.5 months of traveling and basically doing a daily video every single day, I was just going to have a chill day. But this sounds more exciting, so I've actually come out. So this is the historical side, and there's a lot of flags, Paraguayan, and there's a US flag there. Wouldn't expect that. But I'm heading for Plaza de los Héroes. I think that might be it there. Always running across the road. And I think this is where the changing the guard is, in there. I thought I'd have a quick look around the plaza itself first, because I think the front of the changing of the guard is on the other side of this Pantheon. But what I've just seen is someone on a horse in traditional dress down here, which I wasn't expecting. Or it could be police. In fact, there's a few people in traditional dress. Oh wow. That's quite cool. I want to get closer. Hello, you speak English?
My friend is very speaking English. This is very English.
You speak English?
Yes.
Can you tell me what this is?
This is for the Independence Day.
Today?
No,
Oh.
not today. It's in 14th and 15th of May.
Okay.
But we're starting now the project.
All right.
The project is about to put our flags, so people will know our patriotism we need now.
Okay.
And we're doing this, and we're taking pictures, and this is our clothing in the past.
Is it okay to film you?
In the 1811s.
1811?
Yes.
Oh my God.
You
Can
can
I-
take pictures with
Yeah.
the horses, with us.
Yeah?
If you want. Australia. Are you Aussie?
No. I'm English.
English.
From England, yeah. So I just wear this to confuse people.
If you want to take pictures
Yeah.
with us or with the horses.
Okay, thank you. So they got confused with my shirt being Australian. Yeah, I do it to confuse people. But I'm trying to take pictures, but they keep moving. There you go. Gracias. That was cool. I spent a little bit more time chatting to them. They were really taking it seriously. Independence Day is in 2 weeks' time, so they're really starting early. But when I told them that I was traveling around the whole of Paraguay, they were really pleased that there's tourism here. But this is what I've come for. Right, there is guards outside the front. I've just seen them. I'm not too sure what time the changing of the guard is. Oh, you can go inside as well. Now, before I go in, if you've been watching my videos over the last couple of days, this is the historical side, and it has looked a bit rough and ready, as I keep saying, but this is actually quite decent. This looks more modern than the modern side that I went to the other day. I mean, look at that. Oh, it's a museum. So a quick history on the National Pantheon of the Heroes, which is what this is. And originally in 1863, the then President Francisco Lopez ordered the building of a chapel. And because of the Paraguayan War, better known as the Triple Alliance War, it didn't really get finished, so it stood for about 70 years with scaffolding on the outside. There's some good stuff to be bought here, little market. But it was only after the Chaco War, which was in 1936, then it was completed. And inside there is the remains of national heroes, including 2 unknown soldiers. So I'll have a wander in. Wow. Obviously, I'm not going to do much talking about this, but you've got names of people who have their remains here, including in English as well. Wow. Oh, there's a... So that all the people underneath here, in the way they're laid out. Wow. Absolutely fascinating. I was going to say hello to them two guys, but that'd be a bit rude. Had my hat taken off out of respect. Now, when you go around various places in Asuncion, the capital, and it tells you what things are, it's all in Spanish. It's the first place I've been to where they've taken the time to put it in English for any foreign visitors, which is a nice touch, but my God, that looks beautiful. So I'm actually going to go back and buy myself just to check it out. And I think, I'm not thinking, one of the guards is a female. Having just gone back in, I am really impressed with that place, because when you look at the statues like this, underneath there is a small plaque for the blind people to feel what the face looks like. I've never seen that before. Really good. Even the main altar has got a plaque for blind people to feel it, to see what it looks like on their hands. Wow. Just in time. I managed to catch that just in time because I was too busy chatting to a French Canadian who's going through the process of his residency, and he's just met up with his residency lawyer, solicitor, whatever. He's been in Paraguay for 6 months, he said, and he's planning to stay here and live here. He loves Paraguay so much, and I've met so many people who are going for residency for this country who have just been blown away by the country. But yeah, that was the change of the guard. There was 4 people watching it. If you imagine the change of the guard back in Buckingham Palace, there's thousands of people. Right, one more stop. But before I get there, this is Independence Square, which is getting refurbished at the moment. There's a lot of work going on. And I think that is the first president of Paraguay. There's nothing around to say who he is. Right, get back to where I was going. Beautiful weather today. Look at them blue skies. Now, when I walked through here the other day, it was a Sunday and it didn't have, it felt a bit dead. But with people around, it feels so much different. It feels alive. Oh my God, look at all the police over there. You know I'm going to have a look. Are they expecting protests or... There's a lot of them. Oh, they're going on duty. I'm not too sure if I'm allowed to be filming, but... I think it's just a roll call. Right, keep getting distracted. I did mention in a previous video that Paraguay has the only flag in the world with 2 different sides. So on one side is the Republic de Paraguay, and then on the other side is a lion. Plaza y Justicia. Only flag in the world. 2 different sides. I'm nearly there, but it's just around the corner. But as I go past the Pantheon again, that street that's in front of it, that is where, if there's any nationalizations or anything like that to do with the whole of Paraguay, this is where the people will go to. And I no doubt they'll come around here as well. So on the back of a Uber motorbike, about a couple of days ago, I passed this place and I just went, wow, that looks impressive, amazing. So I spent about half an hour this morning trying to find out where this place was. And it's only a 5-10 minute walk away from where I've just been. Let's get closer. So this is the Incarnation Catholic Church. And if you saw the cathedral in a couple of videos ago, you'll know that this looks more grand. But have a wander in. So this was stopped being built in the late 1800s after Paraguay had got beaten in the Triple Alliance War. Oh, it looks like there's a church service going on. Well, that would go in.
Y están todos invitados esta noche. Y mañana al mediodía tenemos nuestra misa especial a San José Obrero, pidiendo sobre todo por los trabajos.
I wasn't expecting service to be going on at Wednesday lunchtime. But yeah, when they started building it, they wanted a magnificent church to overlook the city. And unfortunately, as a lot of things at the time in Paraguay, they didn't have the money to finish it off. So it is not fully completed. And you can tell by at the top where there should be stained glass windows, but empty. I mean, the clock works. That's a good thing. I mean, it's still impressive. It stopped my tracks when I went past it 2 or 3 days ago. So that was being an interesting little trip around, going from people in local dress from the 1810s to the changing of the guard, and then a service going on. It's been the best day of Asuncion that I've been on. And talking to the French Canadian guy, I was telling him that yesterday I went across over to the centre of the modern area, to Shopping Del Sol, which you saw in the last video. And I just went, not really that flashy, that modern. He went, no, you went to the wrong area. If you go further on, you will see amazing houses. You will see roads and pavements that is literally like being in Europe. So, and that's where all the rich people, the expats live. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna have the time to go and see it, because I think today is my last day. This is the longest I've been in a long time, mainly because I needed to rest. As I said, it's got to a point where I'm just like, another day, another city, another town. But I think the little rest in the hostel I've been in is just what I've been wanting. And I think because today was meant to be a rest day, and I just went out and let's just have a look. Let's see what there is. It's helped me. I mean, look, even when you go around the side with the dome, that's just there if I can get to it. It's a big old building, this church. But I am leaving tomorrow. I had a look online this morning to see where else I can go. And I'm going by bus. It's about a 6-7 hour trip. I won't get the ticket till tomorrow morning when I get to the bus station, because I know it'll be cheaper than buying it online. And if I can remember where I was going, I'd better tell you. But let's keep it a surprise. But if you've enjoyed this little trip around, then all you got to do is press that like button. If you want to see where I'm heading to next in Paraguay, subscribe. But until the next time, I'm off to rest for one final day. Bye bye for now.